Okay, so I want to talk about the Daniel Shaver shooting. Um, First off, before we get into it, I want to mention a few things about myself. I am former military police. Was with the SRT, a Special Response Team, which is the military equivalent of SWAT team. I was also a first responder, and I worked for the Department of Correction, do cell extraction and stuff like that. Okay, so this happened on January 18th, 2016. Um, a witness called the police about a rifle being pointed out of a window of the hotel they're staying at. Um, Police officers responded, one of those being Philip Brailsford, hope I'm saying it correctly, and another one was Sergeant Charles Langley. Now, this is important for a reason. I'm not going to play the video for you. I will play a clip of it, though. Um, During the video, they were threatened 5 times to be shot. Okay? 5 times? No, 4 times. My fault. They were shot. The guy was shot 5 times. Okay. Um, from my tactical training, well, first off, let me cover that. I'm gonna play a clip for the video from the video. I'm not here to be tactful or diplomatic with you. And in that video, that's Sergeant Charles Langley saying, "I am not here to be tactical and diplomatic with you." Diplomatic, I'll somewhat agree with. But tactical, that's part of your job, is tactics. Okay? So, in my experience, you want the suspect to move as little as humanly possible. I'm going to show you a picture from the video. There is no reason why that person, Mr. Shaver, not stay in that position the entire time until another officer would come over and secure him. Okay? I have been trained and done it, patting people down while they're supine on the ground, laying face down with their arms out. Okay? Officer Brailsford could have come forward, slung the rifle, went to a pistol maybe, and still had that suspect covered. Okay, the female, there's obviously at least 3 officers from the video I could tell you. Brailsford with a weapon, Langley yelling, and he's talking to somebody else who's handcuffing the female. So that officer could have stayed with that female. Brailsford Langley could have went forward, stepped forward. Brailsford could have gotten to a better position with his weapon, and Langley could have cuffed the male suspect. I don't know why Langley was not part of the trial. I find it very interesting though, since he's the one doing all the ordering and he's the one who basically set up the scenario. As for what I saw in the video with Brailsford shooting, first off, let me cover the 5 times, because a lot of people think it's excessive. In a high-stress situation, you're unsure of what's going on, things happen, and you'll pull that trigger more than you intend to. He might have intended to pull once and fired 5 times. I've heard of instances where officers have emptied entire magazines and think they fired 2 or 3 times. Okay, so that's understandable. Secondly, from the video, Mr. Shaver does kind of reach back. It was said that he might have been pulling up shorts, possibly. He had no weapon on him. Still, you don't ever want to reach. Whenever you're with the police, you always want to keep your hands visible at all times. I will say this, it would have been a completely different outcome if he had switched from the rifle to a taser. It also would have been completely different if he laid supine out into the ground, kept his hands forward where they could see him at all times, and one of the officers approached him in that direction. An air rifle was found in the room, so I'm going to go ahead and say that the witness had some points. So it was a good call to go to the hotel to investigate. It's hard for me to say that I would have convicted Brailsford. I probably would not have, because I know that situation. So I just find it I do believe a lot of the blame does fall on the sergeant. First of all, you are the sergeant. You are in charge of that situation. So, yep, there's my 2 cents.